Good afternoon. This is Dr. Hale, and I am going to share with you a professional organization as a model for your professional organization research and presentation assignment. Um, so for your presentation, you'll need to record a video of yourself, and you'll post a link to that video on the appropriate location in Blackboard when it's due. I have not yet created that place in Blackboard, but I will be doing so in the next couple of days. So I want to share with you, you can read on the assignment sheet what the expectations are for the assignment, but I wanted to give you a model that you could use. So I decided to share with you a non-literacy professional organization because I don't want to use up any of the professional organizations that you all might choose. So the professional organization that I've chosen to share is the National Council for the Social Studies. National Council for the Social Studies, the way I'm going to share it with you is by showing you different places on their website. Their website is located at www.socialstudies.org. You can see it right up here in the window. That noise made me decide to put my phone on silent. That's how you get to their website, socialstudies.org. And they have a comprehensive website when you go to look at it. There we go. With lots of resources available. So what I've done is I've kind of gone down the list of things that I'm looking for in the assignment. They are explained in the third paragraph of the assignment, and I'm going to share with you what I know about the National Council for the Social Studies based on the research that I've been doing. So in terms of professional development sessions, they have a tab right here on their website that says Professional Learning. And what I found as I was researching is they offer a lot of webinars and workshops. They're in different formats. So on this page, when I clicked on professional learning and webinars and workshops, what you find are some upcoming workshops for the summer of 2017. They have one, and these actually sound very interesting. I'm kind of interested in participating. This one in July, it's for 3 days in July, is their Summer Legislative Institute. They hold this one in Maryland. And what they do at this workshop is talk about anything coming up in terms of federal legislation that's going to impact social studies education in the coming year. I am inferring that they probably do this every summer and they look at the upcoming year. Something else that happens in this workshop, this is a face-to-face workshop, is that they work together to build and sustain relationships with both members of Congress and state legislators. And they work to develop advocacy resources that will help support social studies education in the participants' individual states and districts. 2 price points. If you're a member, if you're a member of NCSS, it's $199. If you're a non-member, it's $279. I think that's a great workshop, though, to help social studies teachers stay abreast of what's happening in terms of federal legislation. And they have a couple of others listed here. So it looks like they do several face-to-face workshops during the summer months, which makes sense because that's when teachers are off. Some organizations don't seem to pay attention to that, which I don't really get. Okay, sorry, I paused the recording for a minute to answer a phone call. I may have to do that again in just a minute. So it looks like they have a couple of other face-to-face workshops that are available this summer. One is about inquiry, and one is about constructivist media decoding. So those are some opportunities for some professional development that they have that are face-to-face this summer. And then they also have what I found is called this Live Learning Center. And these look to be archived sessions. So they may have been sessions that were hosted at their annual convention, and they may be other kinds of workshops that they have put together. What I notice about these is that each one is about $125, which is a little bit expensive. I haven't watched any of them before, so I don't know how good they are. If they're good quality, then that's not necessarily a bad thing. And then down at the bottom of this page, they show their past conferences. So you can see where some of their past conferences have been held. So some other things that they have available. They have an annual conference. It is, I know quite a bit about the conference. It's a big conference. It's well attended. I have colleagues who attend. It is generally in November of the year. It occurs about the same time that the National Council of Teachers of English Convention occurs. The 2017 conference is going to be located in San Francisco. So if you have social studies colleagues, encourage them to attend. So looking at their conference page, you can find out who some of the big name speakers are. If you've ever been to an annual convention for a professional organization like this, you know that it's a pretty massive convention. Like the National Council of Teachers of English yearly convention has upwards of 5,000 attendees. So what you see here is not necessarily all of the breakout sessions. These are some of the major conference speakers, and they have some really good ones who are coming. So Dave Icey, who is the founder of StoryCorps, which you can hear on National Public Radio. Pierre Thomas is a correspondent for ABC News. He's speaking. Who else did I see? Oh, Elizabeth Partridge. So I know Elizabeth Partridge as an author of biographies for young adults. I have one in my office about John Lennon. So I think that's kind of cool that she's speaking there. You can see on the website that she's written biographies of Dorothea Lange, Woody Guthrie, and several other people. And then Linda Wertheimer is speaking. She's another reporter for National Public Radio, including Think, which comes out of KERA in Dallas. So they have some great big name speakers. I always enjoy looking at who their speakers are going to be, because sometimes there's some overlap between social studies and English teachers. So also at the top of this convention page, you can click on that tab, which talks about volunteer opportunities. I want to highlight this because if there's a national convention that's ever occurring close to where you are and you want to attend, but you're unsure of your financial ability to attend, this is sometimes true for professional organizations. So it says right here, NCSS conference volunteers receive a 1-for-1 match of their volunteer time to attend the conference at no charge. It's an economical way to participate in the conference and provide some much needed help for its success. If you volunteer for a full day, you can attend the conference for no charge for a full day. Volunteer for half a day, 4 hours, you can attend the other half at no charge. So if you're interested in attending an event like this, look at volunteer options. And it shows all the different kinds of things you can do. And then they had this other great link, finding support to attend, and they give you different suggestions for finding some funding to support you attending their convention. They also have, this is a great little thing right here, ways to save. So it gives you tips on how you can save money on registration, on travel discounts, that kind of thing. That's a pretty cool little tip area of their website. I will say that attending a national level convention is an experience like no other. And so I really appreciate that NCSS has some ways to save So under this tab, professional learning, They also have listed, so there's those same workshops we talked about. They also have listed a lot of affiliate events that are coming up. So affiliates tend to be state and local organizations that are connected to the National Council for Social Studies. So it shows you like Nebraska's Council for the Social Studies, their conference is coming up in June. And it has a link there, Ohio Council for the Social Studies. So I clicked through. I live in Texas, so I wanted to see, there's the Texas Council for the Social Studies. Their conference is October 20th through the 22nd in Irving, and it's even a link that you can go to find more information on it. So in terms of professional development and annual conference information, they have a lot of stuff there. I also found under annual conference a link to future conferences. So in 2018, they're going to be in Chicago. In 2019, they're going to be in Austin. I clicked on this link earlier thinking it would take me to like a page for the conference. It takes you to a YouTube video where they're singing about Austin. In 2020, this is going to be their 100th annual conference, and they're going to have that one in Washington. So you can see that they've planned out as far as 2024. And so I'm guessing that every year they add the next one up. So I also wanted to find on their website some information about how you could submit a proposal to present at their conference. And what I found is that the closest thing I see is where it says 2016 call for proposals is now closed. I don't see anything yet about the 2017 call for proposals. My guess is that's going to come up sometime in the next couple of months. But what I did see that they have a post here on their website called Writing a Winning Conference Proposal. That would be good for you to read regardless of where you're going to be proposing a session. And I think that's a great resource for them to have there. Okay, so there's some opportunity there for some learning. In terms of publications, they have a publications overview page which shows their different journals. So they have social education, they have social studies and the young learner. They have one specifically for middle level learning. They have a theory and research in social education journal. And then they also have a variety of books. However, my favorite resource that I have found on NCS's website is this one right here. It's called Notable Social Studies Trade Books for Young People. I have used this resource many times, and NCSS puts out a new one every single year. It is work that is done in collaboration between the National Council for the Social Studies, the Children's Book Council, and the Children's Book Council. And they've been putting together this annual bibliography since 1972. Of course, I'm in love with it because I'm a literacy person. So it won't let me look at the 2017. Wait, maybe if I go here. No, it's wanting a log on. It didn't used to want to log on. Let's see if I can find. Okay, so here's the 2016 list. So I can find the 2016 list. The 2017 list, either it hasn't been announced yet or you have to have membership privileges. But it is usually a 15 to 20 page document, and it's an annotated bibliography. So they include biographies. There's some great books on these lists. They include contemporary concerns. They include environment, energy, and ecology, folk tales, geography, people and places, history, life and culture in the Americas, and several other categories. So for social studies teachers, this is a great resource for them as they talk about reading in the content areas. It's also a great resource for all of us as literacy educators as we start to integrate content. So that is a little bit about the National Council for the Social Studies. Again, use this video as a model for what I expect you to do when you present your professional organization and the research that you've conducted to find out what they're all about. Thanks for tuning in.